Can somebody who owns a telescope in New Jersey just go outside, take some good quality images of these goddamn drones, or somebody shoot one down and let's just end this? I'm sick of people sharing grainy ass photos and, oh my God, what is it? It's a flying object. Shoot it down and investigate. Clearly, the police aren't doing anything about it, or they're involved in it and they're using it as surveillance for.
All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. I want to follow up with my earlier video now that a lot more information has come out, and I want to express one theory by a person that is incredibly concerning if it is true. So I'm going to start back with what we know, and to watch the earlier video, of course, I recommend that. But basically, according to Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, we've had 3,000 different incursions, incidents, who knows what they are, with these car-size drones. So now the interest is out there and people are starting to look. And it kind of feels like it did with that balloon that flew over America in, I believe, February of 2022, if I remember correctly. So, we're going to go through what we know, who said what, why they said it, and then I'm going to get you to this concerning part, because it's a interesting theory, and I think we all can agree that nobody is really telling us what the truth is, and nobody is forthcoming. Everybody's scratching their heads. And to be honest with you, every scenario that you can think about of this, it's not really good. There's no good scenario. So let's start off with U.S. Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey. He said that an Iranian mothership was launching drones off the east coast of the United States. So, of course, everybody kind of freaked out. All right? So what he literally said was, 1 month ago, Iran launched a mothership near the United States East Coast from where Iranian military drones have been entering U.S. airspace, including New Jersey, to monitor residences of the President and American military movements. These drones should be shot down. The U.S. military is on full alert regarding this. So, he cited a high-ranking intelligence source, or sources. This isn't some guy on a prepper channel. This is a congressman who is privy to information that you and I are not privy to. So that's concerning on its own right. However, the Pentagon came out afterwards and said no evidence the drones are from a foreign entity or adversary. They are not U.S. military either, though. And it basically, I think her name is Singh, came out and said this mothership thing is not a reality. It's not true. So, what do we know? Representative Smith said that 50 drones came in from the ocean and at least a dozen trailed a Coast Guard ship of the United States. So he said more than a dozen drones followed a 47-foot Coast Guard boat Sunday night, while law enforcement tracked another 50 drones coming onto land from the ocean at Island State Park, Representative Chris Smith said. Meanwhile, an FBI assistant director admitted that the agency doesn't know who is behind the unidentified drones that are flying over New Jersey. Authorities did confirm that the drones are not coming from local military bases. Now, a lot of people have a lot of conjecture on all this, and I've had some excellent comments from my earlier vid. One person that stood out was a former retired Air Force. My father is retired Air Force. He said that this is not normal, and this is not coming from the American military because it simply is not standard operating procedure. It makes sense. I mean, what he says makes sense. This is very strange. And it would be very strange for them to be doing this Of course, people are shouting out it's a psyop and everything else. I don't know. I think what we know is that we all don't know. And these things, federal officials are saying that despite, everybody saying everything is chill and all that, Governor Murphy of New Jersey said they can't definitively tell you what these things are and whether they pose a threat or not. Robert Wheeler, assistant FBI director, said that there is nothing known that would lead me to say that but we just don't know, and that's a concerning part, and it is. So we don't know. So what could it be? Well, Wheeler also said they asked him if we are at risk. And he said that they do know that they are over us and that these drones are about the size of a vehicle. And they've been hovering specifically over New Jersey and over Staten Island. So New York, New Jersey. If you know your geography, Staten Island almost looks more like it's part of New Jersey than it is part of New York City. So are we at risk? He says, we just don't know. And that's the concerning part. So dozens of these things have been spotted flying near sensitive sites like military research and everything else. Now, other people are saying, well, if they're going to do it, they're going to go and be at, this Air Force base or that Air Force base. This is just kind of random. So you have to wonder what all this is about. By the way, it just came out today that a 39-year-old Chinese man was flying drones around Vandenberg Air Force Base out in California, and was getting ready to hop onto a plane with this sensitive information, but was stopped right before. So what happens to him, I don't know. But that came out today. So as I'm going through and I'm looking at all this, I'm scratching my head and I'm trying to figure it out myself. And then I came upon Saul Goodman, who is on X, and he, for a channel, this thing has gotten 642,000 views. Saul has 401 followers. We don't know. He's obviously a fake account played off of Better Call Saul, if you guys are familiar with that one, the spin-off from Breaking Bad. But he says, I've come to the unfortunate conclusion that the drones flying over New Jersey are searching for a nuclear threat, or EMP, that has been planted through the ports or through our open borders. Government cannot announce that because it would cause all-out mayhem. I hope I'm wrong. Other ideas? So, you tell me. Are these drones owned by the American, intelligence agency, and they're basically nuclear sniffers that are going around and trying to figure out if there is some kind of intelligence that this has been planted on the New Jersey coastline, and they're trying to figure it out? So they're flying it up and down, and they're keeping everybody in the dark because they don't want to cause any kind of panic. Think about the kind of panic that would cause if that were to get out into anybody in the New York City area, and this is around the New York City area. I'm a former resident. I lived there for almost a decade. I worked in Midtown. I lived up in the burbs, and I know the city very well. If it got out that this thing was potentially a nuclear threat or an EMP, there would be absolute mayhem in New York City. So everybody's got all kinds of ideas. There's one guy that says these drones are not from here, and the government knows it. They don't return to the ground, or officials would easily be able to track them. Coming from who's flying them, if they were government, why light them up like Christmas trees so millions can see them and create the mayhem? It's a very interesting thought. Other people, of course, are showing the William R. Fortune excellent book that I've read called 1 Second After. If you get the chance, I highly recommend that one. That will definitely turn you into a prepper. But other people are saying that it is reported all over the world. It is in Scotland. It is in the United Kingdom. It is in California. It is in Missouri. It is in Texas. All over the place. I hope that this is some kind of a person being a joker and doing all this. But if this is any kind of a threat via a dirty bomb or whatever, EMP, Katie bar the door. We are in a new reality at that point. And to think that we are not potential for that, you you might want to get into the game. You're not listening and you're not paying attention. So, friends, keep prepping, okay? Don't freak out, okay? We're just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep doing what you're doing, but at the same time, check back here. Get your, I'll be doing updates from time to time. I try to do at least 1 to 2 a day with good information. A lot of new people coming to the channel, so they know that I am, I'm trying to hear and be here, not be hyperbolic or, repetitive. I'm trying to keep my eyes on a few different things, but this one definitely is something to catch. There's something going on. All right, friends. Hit that like button, do the subscribe thing, darken out the bell. Join me here as a member if you are into it. It is $2 a month. Helps keep the intelligence flowing. I do have a background in this kind of stuff. I am a history teacher by trade with multiple degrees, one of which is in geopolitics. And so I would love you to be here where I promise to do the best job and just give you straight information without all the BS. So subscribe to our locals if you like the crazy stuff. That's a few dollars a month. I post over there every day. And then, of course, there is Twitter, X, Minds, Gab, and Truth Social. Friends, thanks for being here. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.